guys, it's Bruce again. Last week I posted on LinkedIn about an SQL database AI agent. So today I made the SQL AI agent with a smart a smart bridge between the natural language and a real-time SQL query. With just a few words and a few fields, you connect to any live SQL database, being MySQL or Postgres or even MSSQL. Ask questions like a human, and the AI will handle SQL generation, execution, and response, all backed by LangChain, a Streamlit UI, and a powerful LLM. Let me show you how it works. So this is the Streamlit UI. Just gonna refresh. So there we go. So use the drop button to select any SQL database you want to connect to, and I already have the MySQL and the Postgres installed. So we're gonna use MySQL first, then we select database we want to use. So I'm giving the database name, and that name is and then the host is gonna be its own port on to 7.0.0.1, and then we will use our ports, and I have different ports, so I'm gonna I'll put this here so I can able to see it, and my SQL's port is 330A. So we go to the next one, and then database username is gonna be root. I didn't give any new name, and then just put in our password. Then now all we're gonna do is click on the create URL, and it's gonna sending the information back to the server and creating and returning us the link to that database we just created. If it was not correct, it was gonna pop up an error. So now you can go ahead and type questions like how many users signed up last week, and let's see. So now I'm going to show you the terminal of whatever is going on. So you see there's the agent in action. It's going through the database. First, it needs to know the tables in there, and then it tries to go into the table, and which it sees like it's a customer and login tables, and then it's going to use this tool to see the information that it needs, right? And then last week it didn't input any data, so basically it's going to be like no user signed up last week. So now you see the query gave us like 0. So this was the query the agent put in. So you see here, select count as new from customers, this, that, and then it's gonna show the information that we need. So now here, no user was signed up for this. Yeah, this for the MySQL. We're gonna dive into so when we click the clear button, we automatically deleting the URL from the system completely and from the UI too. So never. So if I show you the terminal again, you'll be able to see that URL deleted successfully. It's gonna send them a delete request into the system to delete that URL that was created from the system. So now all we gotta do is just log in again. So now we're gonna select Postgres and database name, still this, and we're gonna use the host name. The host name is, I think, Postgres. Okay, the host name was also the same one. And then the ports are different. So here I put a port in 5432. And then database name is Postgres. Sorry, the username and the password. So now what we gotta do is just do create UR and see puffer does not exist. And because the database name is puffer but it's capital P, that is the reason why it's giving us this error. It tells you the error it cut because it needs to let you know what error, so I don't have to go back to the code. So basically we're seeing this a try catch to see the error that caused all this stuff. So we're gonna try again and see. So now it's created. You can now have a chat with me whenever you're ready. So we're gonna go again. So this is the Postgres have like an at-least tables in it. So we're gonna use the same questions to see how many users sign up, or we're gonna use how many at-least sign up last week. To see, and we're gonna show it again. You see it's going through that table to see how many tables are in there. And you see we have employees, motivation, music, and users too. So it's going to try going to the users to see whatever information we need. And you see the query. This was the query it gave. And then the answer from the query was 0. So no at least sign up last week. So no at least sign up last week. So we're going to see, okay. Then I want to know how many at least signed up. Signed up. Their name and email address. Even their DOB. And it needs to know that. So we're gonna send that to, I'm gonna show the table of the interaction that's been going on. So you see, select full name, email, database from limit this. So it's gonna see, it's just 2 people in the database right now. And now let's see. So you see, here are some of the athletes who signed up, including their full name, email address, and this. So with this agent, you don't have to go through your database like every day. If you have this on company system, all you gotta do is just say the words and you'll be able to know whatever is going on in the database. That's it. And thank you guys for watching. And this is just a small bit. And I'm gonna show you in the back end what is going on. So we created a class. I created a class that will be able to handle the creating of the engine, even being MySQL or Postgres. So we can just create the strings or we can create the engine. This I created this one. And then whenever the user tries to, send this, we check for if it's a MySQL or Postgres. And then we use that to create the engine that we need, because the agent in LangChain needs the engine to be able to do whatever it needs to do with it. So when it's created, because I don't want to pass in the link to the application back and forth, I create a dictionary and use a random key as a reference, like as a key value to the value, like a key to the value, right? So then I'll return to you in the UI, in the backend, the key to that value of your database engine. So that's what I did here. So this is just a dictionary, and then I pass in the random key that was generated and the database that was created, and then I return to you just the key. That's it in the UI, in the backend. So then it's gonna open a chat, so you'll be able to type in anything you want, right? So you send in your query, then all we gotta do is it's gonna send also the key that was sent in together with your query. So then we get the query and the key, and then we use the key to extract the value from the dictionary. Then we pass in that as the URL to your database and the query to the agent. And then the agent is gonna take care of everything and it's gonna return to you the answer. So if I click on this, you'll be able to see here, this is the function. We pass in the URL and the query, and then we give that to the LangChain create SQL agent. Then it's gonna take care of the rest, and then we're gonna get our output, and then we're gonna send it to the UI. That's it. And when we click on the clear button, it does this. It gets to the get function, and then we go inside our dictionary, then we delete it, then we send a confirmation that it was deleted, or maybe the URL is not found, to the UI page. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.